me, this is going to be a comedy.
Hamlet should be fat. Hamlet should be a fat man.
I could be bounded in a nutshell and count myself the king of infinite space, were it not that I have bad dreams.
Suppression prepares for overflow.
Who would bear the whips and scorns of time? The proud man's contumely, the oppressor's wrong, the pangs of despised love, the law's delays, the insolence of office, the spurns that patient merit of the unworthy takes.
Oh no! Don't, there's poison on the sword, no! Oh, don't drink the cup!
Let be. It's towards the end of Hamlet.
To be or not to be, that is the question.
What is there to live for? That is the question.
The Queen is dead. The cue for Macbeth to give his great speech tomorrow and tomorrow and tomorrow. Wolfert was waiting for his great moment. The messenger came in. He said, "My lord, the Queen is really feeling rather better."
Really? I just thought everyone thought they had to like Shakespeare. No, Shakespeare's really good. It's dramatic. Dramatic, you say? Yeah, super dramatic. What's your favorite Shakespeare play? Macbeth.
To me, this was the stuff of Buffy the Vampire Slayer, and it was as relevant as Buffy the Vampire Slayer. She doesn't even die on the page. You just hear her scream, and then somebody comes back in and says, "Macbeth, your missus is dead." And maybe that's what you get for daring to be more powerful than a man in a Shakespeare play.
My first line was, "Howl, howl, howl, howl."
I could hear poetry and I could hear music.
"Oh, pardon me, thou bleeding piece of earth, that I am meek and gentle with these butchers."
That as I am a Christian faithful man, I would not spend another such a night, though 'twere to buy a world of happy days.
A kingdom for a stage, princes to act and monarchs to behold the swelling scene. Then would the warlike Harry, like himself, assume the port of Mars.
O Romeo, Romeo, wherefore art thou, Romeo? Deny thy father and refuse thy name, for if thou wilt not, be but sworn my love, and I'll no longer be a Capulet. Shall I hear more, or shall I speak of this? 'Tis but thy name that is my enemy. Thou art thyself, though not a Montague. What is Montague? 'Tis not hand, nor foot, nor arm, nor face, nor any other part belonging to a man.
You long for Othello to see sense, and he doesn't, and this gorgeous, beautiful woman has to die for his green envy.
Oh, be some other name. What's in a name? That which we call a rose by any other word would smell as sweet, and so Romeo would, were he not Romeo called, retain that dear perfection which he owes without that title.
At my drama school audition, I went, "My dog is dead, my dog is dead, my dog is dead," because that always makes me cry, but I was so nervous. I didn't realize I was saying "my dog is dead" out loud, and I could see that they were confused because they were thinking, is there a dog in the Juliet scene? Anyway, I got myself into a kind of froth, and then I started doing my Shakespeare, which I saw people's faces were horrified, going, "Alack, alack." It was grotesque.
Never, 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 and realizes the desolation of that line.
I brought out a turkey leg and pretended to beat my brains out with it, because in the speech she says that she wants to beat out her brains with Tybalt's bone. It was a metaphor, but nobody had explained that to me. So by the time it was over, I was covered in turkey meat. It was a mess.
Just read the scripts, you lazy people. Work it out.
O Romeo, doff thy name, and for thy name, which is no part of thee, take all myself.
Oh, just glorious.